What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing good and enjoying the Bachelorette weekend. I am just going to answer some questions about Paige, about our relationship, about her, about me. So let's get into it. First one, where did Paige and I meet? I feel like there's a few different answers you could go with on this. Where did we first see each other? It was in the hallway of Robro. When we were passing each other, Paige waved to me and smiled, and I had no idea who she was. And as soon as she passed me, I was like, dang, who's that? Why was she so nice? Do I know that person? And then I didn't really see her or talk to her for another year. I don't know. But first time I met her was in line at Gwyn. I was with Chris, and she can probably say this story more from her perspective, but apparently she thought Chris's voice was going to be way deeper and mine was going to be higher pitched, but it was the other way around. So that was the first time I officially met her and talked to her. But then I really got to meet her when we were both in anatomy and physiology, and we had a study group together, and the study group was just her and I, lucky enough. Good for me. Okay, number 2, where was our first kiss? This was great. So we were on a road trip with some of our friends in college, and our first kiss was in the tent the first night that we were sleeping at a campground in a tent together. When everyone went out to brush their teeth, we sneaked a quick little smoochy. That was great. And then number 3, who said I love you first? That would be me. We were in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, and we were just going to bed, and it was pitch black. I couldn't see anything, which made it a lot easier because I was just I'm just gonna say it. But yeah, we were laying down, and I was like, Paige, I love you. And she said it back, thankfully. Number 4, 3 words to describe Paige. So these might seem basic, but these are what they are, and I truly believe so. Paige is a very, very genuine person. She's never going to try to be like someone else or try to put on a front. She's always going to be Paige, and I love that about her. She's caring. If you have, all of you are friends with Paige or have been around Paige, but she's going to care for you. She's going to do everything she can to try to make you feel like you are cared for and just impact your life in the best way. And she is extremely beautiful. So those are, because I have to limit it to 3 words, those are the 3 words I'll choose. Number 5, what does it say? Oh, what are her pet peeves? Yeah, so these are just a few. Yeah, I'm just gonna say them. So one pet peeve that I do sometimes, I definitely shouldn't do this, but putting finished food boxes back in the pantry or in the fridge, that is something Paige does not like. I'm working on it, not doing that much anymore. And anyone who's being super negative for no reason, Paige is a very positive person. And if you're negative, it's a huge Debbie Downer for Paige. And then she really hates having messy spaces when she's trying to do any sort of work. It drives her crazy. I think that is probably the best pet peeve that's on here. But also, if you know Paige, she doesn't complain a lot at all, so she might have some pet peeves that I don't know about, but we'll get into that. Okay, so number 6, what is Paige's best physical feature? I'm not gonna choose one, I'm gonna choose 2. First, her eyes are beautiful. She's got some amazing blue eyes, and I hope our kids have those eyes too. Super wide, super big. I love them. And I love her butt. Her butt's very cute, and I tell her like every day, your butt looks good right now. Paige's guilty pleasure. Paige's guilty pleasure, there is one thing I know for sure that is her guilty pleasure, and that's butter. She can eat a stick of butter if she wants to. She'll just nibble that thing. Sometimes I just walk into the kitchen and she's eating a block of butter, like just chewing on a block of butter. I'm like, you are crazy for that. Okay, what does Paige, I believe it's what does Paige like most about me? I forgot to write down the question, I just wrote the answer. I think that I get along with most people. I'm very easygoing, so that's probably it. Okay, if we had a kid, our first kid, boy or girl, what would their name be? So for boy, probably Luca. We have a few other names that we like as well. And for a girl, I think we would probably go with Millie Joy. I love that name. But we also have a few names a few ideas for names for girls as well. Okay. What do I like most about Paige, or love most about Paige? I forgot what the question exactly said, but I say this every time I get asked this, and it's true to this day. Paige makes the lives of whoever she's around or with better. And it's just a fact. Like, she impacts people's lives in the most positive way, and that's just what she does. She's going to make your life better if she's in your life. And I love that because it's so true for me. She made my life way better. I also know I can count on her to be there for me through like thick and thin. We've already been through some things together, and I know she's there for me. So I love that as well. Yeah, I hope these were good answers to the questions, and I hope you guys have a great bachelorette weekend. Party hard for me.